excited about sixth form, and why did you choose sixth form over college? What's your most embarrassing moment that's happened to you at school? Ambitions for 2021. So I do promise I get onto the video in a minute, but I just wanted to jump on here because for some reason I completely forgot to film an intro. So this is the intro. I hope you're all okay. My name is Katie and I've decided to make a YouTube channel. This is my first video and it's me answering your guys' questions. I hope you enjoy it. Please smash the like button, subscribe down below to join the family, and without further ado, let's get into it. So the first question has been sent in by Emily and it's, are you excited about sixth form and why did you choose sixth form over college? So of course I'm excited for sixth form, and the reason I chose it over college is because if you imagine being in a college class, there's about 50 other kids with you, well, pretty much adults. There's 50 other people with you and you each need a teacher to help you. So it's harder to get the attention, whereas if you're in a sixth form, it's a lot smaller and you also get more opportunity to have a one-to-one. I am going the sixth form run by the school I currently attend, which I'm very excited about because the teachers all know me. It's literally 15 minutes down the road. They all know me. They all know what I learn best by doing. And I just think by going a sixth form, you can sort of build a bond better than in a college. And you also are with a bit of a smaller audience, meaning you can make friends easier as well and you can get around to talking to everyone. I just think sixth form's a lot better for socialising, whereas college is a lot harder because there are so many people. So another question sent in by Emily is, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Emily, thank you for your questions. I really appreciate it. So in 2 years, I will be 18 and it'll be 2023. Hopefully COVID's over. I think everyone's hoping COVID's gone by the end of the year, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about me. So where do I see myself in 2 years? Hopefully driving. That's about it. I just see myself in a car, driving, eating McDonald's. Okay, so the next question sent in by Lily is, what's your most embarrassing moment that's happened to you at school? So this one's a little bit of a story time, so settle down, get yourself a cup of tea, you're in for a good shock. All my friends, well, closest friends who go to my school know this, but about 3 years ago, I actually got stuck in the school lift. I basically broke my leg and couldn't use the stairs, so I was going up and down the school lift and it broke. It stopped and I pressed a button thinking it would signal the teacher to say I was stuck. It actually set the fire alarm off and the whole school got evacuated. That was genuinely so embarrassing because I then had to walk out to the Astro where everyone was stood, and it was because of me and everyone hated it because it was freezing cold. So that's definitely my most embarrassing moment. Apart from that, I don't think anything's really happened that's more embarrassing than that, I don't think, ever. Next question is from Tiana and it's my ambitions for 2021. So I slightly touched on this in the question from Emily, but I really want to start my driving lessons. Obviously with COVID, you can't actually guarantee I will be able to, and obviously I doubt I'll be passed by the end of this year, but I really do want to start my driving lessons, and by the end of this year I also want to have a good amount of money saved to one side. I am terrible, and my friends will vouch for this, for spending money. I just spend it on random stuff I do not need, and I really, Katie, if you're watching this, when you're editing it back, remember to save money. That was a little note for myself. I am genuinely the worst person when it comes to saving, so I really need to start, because when I'm an adult, I can't just spend money on every random thing. I need to actually use it for, you know, adult stuff. Okay, so thank you, Tiana, for your question. And to be honest, that was actually a really hard one because I've got so many sort of things I want to achieve this year, but you can't put a finger on it because of the current circumstances. So it's like I could say I want to travel the world, but I can't necessarily achieve that. So I also really want to make more memories with my family this year if I can. Obviously you can't necessarily, like I've just said, you can't say you can 100% do that, but obviously Riley, my baby cousin, he's going to be 1 this year, and I just think it's most importantly now to spend as much time as your family as you can, obviously when we're allowed to, and just make as much memories as we can, because obviously we didn't know anything like this was going to happen, so when we're finally allowed to see each other again, I'm just going to make the most of it so much and just spend as much time as I physically can with all my family, making as many memories. It's sent in by Bal, and it's what's my dream job. So I don't know if I've actually spoke about this ever, but my dream job is a teacher, preferably primary school. I think a few people know, but since about this big, like since I was about 2, I've always like lined my teddies up and pretending to teach them. I've just loved it, and I love the idea of helping people. Now, a lot of people said, well, why don't you teach at high school then? For me, I could not teach my high school. The reason is, if I think of me trying to teach my class, I couldn't do it. I'd end up like just laughing at them, because my class, some of them are idiots, but they're just funny. No offence if you're from my class and you're watching this video, but there is some idiots in my year, and me being a teacher, if I was to teach my year, I don't think I'd be able to cope with it. So I think primary school, and if you're wondering what year, preferably either year 4, year 3 or year 5. I said that in a really messed up order, but I think that age you've sort of got a little bit more of a personality to them, but at the same time you don't have to stress about SATs and things. So I'm hoping either year 3, 4. I don't know, because it's hard to obviously settle now, because I don't know if you actually have a choice on what school year you get to teach. But for me personally, my dream job is a teacher. And for those who don't know, I will touch on this in a second, but I actually do drama, meaning that a lot of people expect my dream job to be an actress. Obviously it is. I would just love to be able to stand on stage making people laugh, making people smile. I'd love to be in the panto one day. I'd absolutely love it. And I just think you've got to set yourself with a realistic job and then your dream job. My realistic job is a teacher, because I think there's so many people out there who want to be actresses. There's so many people out there who want to perform on panto, on stage, and all of that things. And I just think with the teacher, yes, there's people out there who want to be a teacher, but there's more of a chance of getting a job as a teacher than it is getting a job as an actress. Do you know what I mean? Because acting jobs are actually very hard to get. The next question is about GCSEs, and it's what GCSEs did you take, and also how do you feel about them being cancelled? So, obviously I'm in year 11, if you didn't know I am, so for me I think it's really good that they've cancelled them. The only reason is there's a lot of stress when it comes to exams. Obviously there's more stress now because you don't know what's around the corner. Like, you've literally got to do as much work as you can to be able to get the best grade possible, and I think it's sort of mixed emotions, because I'm really glad that I'm not doing 6 science papers, and I'm really glad I'm not doing 4 math papers, but I'm a bit gutted that I'm not doing English, because I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I actually need a 6 to get into 6th form to do English literature, and I just, fingers crossed, pray I get in. I personally do 9 GCSEs, and they are English, Maths and Science. Obviously they're compulsory. RE, French and PE, they're also compulsory. And then I do history, drama and childcare. So the next question that comes from Lily is what my favourite food is. Now personally it's chicken korma. It always has been chicken korma. It probably always will be chicken korma. I'm absolutely obsessed with chicken korma. But I do also really like pasta and, well, pasta, tuna mayo, sweet corn, and also anything with chicken in it. I love chicken. I could not. Roast dinner. How could I forget a roast dinner? No, definitely a roast dinner. This question is from Ben, and it's what are your passions? Now I'd say makeup, drama, well, acting, YouTube, TikTok, and I think that's it. The last question I'm going to be answering is the one I thought I'd finish off, and it's why did I start YouTube and what videos are you going to be doing? And that comes from Tilly. Thank you, Tilly, for your question. And the reason I started YouTube was because I wanted to do it for the longest time. However, I've never really felt it's right. Okay, so Future Katie popping in here just to say that this bit of the clip made no sense, so I thought I'd pop on here to explain what I meant. if I start YouTube at a really young age, there would have been a chance that I would not have balanced everything, and I would have ended up giving it up, and it would have not been what I wanted. Also, if I would have started it too late, there would have been a chance that social media is not as big as it is now. So I think starting it at 16 is the right decision, because I'm sort of a semi-adult and I can sort of learn to balance everything on top of each other without it becoming stressful. So I do apologise for putting a voiceover over this video. I just think that it needed explaining in more detail. That's why I started YouTube so late, and that's why sort of I waited till I was 16. In terms of what videos I'm going to be doing, I do not have a clue. I actually genuinely don't. If anyone's got any video ideas, please comment down below. I will heart all of your videos, all of your comments, not videos. Even if you do post videos, I will like them as well, but I like all of your comments. And if you want to know anything else about me, just drop me a comment and I will reply back to as many as I can. If you did leave a comment and I did not answer it, I am so sorry. I had so many questions sent in to me, so I am really sorry if I didn't get a chance to answer yours. Okay guys, so that was the video. I do hope you enjoy. Like before, I forgot to film an outro and I do not have a clue why, so I do apologise for that. But like I said before, if you've got any more questions, either DM me on Instagram, I'll pop it on screen now, or just leave a comment below and I'll be sure to reply back to as many as I can. I did say previously, I am sorry if I never got a chance to answer your question that you dropped over on Instagram. I did have so many, and thank you so much for the crazy response that I got when I asked you guys to, basically, for you to control my first ever video on YouTube. There will be more to come, don't you worry, and next week I'll be filming something very exciting. See you later guys. Mwah.